Good morning, everybody. If I could ask everyone to take his or her seat. I'm Amy Gutmann. I'm president of the University of Pennsylvania, and I'm chair of the Presidential Commission for the Study of Bioethical Issues, and I welcome you all, and happy holidays to everybody, too. On behalf of myself and our vice chair, President James Wagner, Jim is president of Emory University. I welcome you. This is our 15th meeting of the Bioethics Commission, and we have a very important charge that we're moving forward today. But before we continue, I want to note the presence of our designated federal official, who is our Bioethics Commission Executive Director, Lisa Lee. Lisa, would you stand up so everyone can recognize you? I'd also like to ask the Bioethics Commission members to introduce themselves. Barbara, why don't you begin? And put on, just so we all know, put your red light on, and when you're done, tap it off, because sometimes they all can't be on at the same time.
Hi, I'm Barbara Atkinson. I'm the retired Executive Vice Chancellor and Executive Dean at the University of Kansas School of Medicine.
Dan Solmacy, the Department of Medicine, Divinity School, and McLean Center for Clinical Medical Ethics at the University of Chicago.
Hi, I'm Anita Allen. I'm Vice Provost for Faculty at the University of Pennsylvania, where I'm also a Professor of Law and Philosophy.
Morning, I'm John Aris. I teach public health ethics and philosophy at the University of Virginia.
Good morning, Christine Grady from the Department of Bioethics at the National Institutes of Health Clinical Center.
Raju Kuchalapati, Department of Genetics and Medicine at Harvard Medical School.
Nita Farahani, Professor of Law and Philosophy and Genome Sciences and Policy at Duke University.
Steve Hauser, Department of Neurology, UC San Francisco.
Thank you. Today we're continuing our work on neuroscience and related ethical issues in response to the charge we received from President Obama in July, launching the BRAIN Initiative. As we engage in discussion and deliberation of this topic, I want to emphasize that while we received our charge as part of the President's BRAIN Initiative, our focus is actually wider than the initiative. President Obama asked us to review the ethical considerations of neuroscience more broadly, considerations of both neuroscience research and the application of neuroscience research findings. Our overarching goal and our high expectation is that the Bioethics Commission will make ethical and practical recommendations that will inform the conduct of the BRAIN Initiative, but have a life that goes beyond the BRAIN Initiative. It is important that everyone also recognize that our Bioethics Commission is not tasked to review institutional research protocols. And I say that because we get requests to do that, and we are not supposed to do that. Indeed, we're not allowed to do that. We are not a large IRB. We will consider how to best integrate ethics into neuroscience broadly, and the BRAIN Initiative specifically we will contribute to, but this Bioethics Commission will not be the ultimate locus of that integration. We will recommend how, moving forward, that integration should go. Before we get started, I want to take just a moment, as I do every meeting, to explain how we will take public comments. At the registration table out front, there are comment cards. Commission staff members here have comment cards as well, and they're all wearing name badges, but I'd like them all to stand up so everyone can see. Any comments you have, if you want to take a card, just find a commission staff member, and they will be happy to help you. Write down any comments you have on one of these cards, hand it to any commission staff member. The staff member will give me the cards throughout the session, and time permitting, either Jim or I will read them out loud. All comments, whether read out loud here today or not are reviewed and logged as public input. We read them all, and we thank you in advance for participating in our meeting. And now I'd like to ask Jim Wagner to say a few words.
And just a few words. First of welcome to fellow commissioners, to our expert guests, and to the audience. And that's such a good point. This card system is such an improvement over the old stand-up microphone system, because we can only squeeze in so many open questions during any one of these sessions. But with the cards, we know that everybody's question can be reviewed and addressed even beyond the time of the meeting. I want to reinforce the great opportunity that this task gives us relative to others. We've mentioned this at a prior meeting as well, but it's important, and I think we want to encourage the White House and a cabinet that often gives us assignments to the advantage of being anticipatory, getting engaged, getting ethics engaged early in projects like this rather than reactive. That allows us, rather than just distilling lessons learned, to help us integrate ethics from the beginning in a way that enhances the value of the science that derives from the important work, in this case, of the BRAIN initiative. And of course, in neuroscience, many imagine that it's an especially critical area in which to apply bioethics, particularly brain-focused neuroscience research, where for many both being and biology appear to intersect there. So it's a great project that we've been engaged with. It's a delight to be engaged early, and a delight to be engaged with each of my fellow commissioners on this. Welcome to all.
Great, thank you, Jim. We're going to begin with a panel that focuses on integrating ethics and neuroscience through education. As many of you know, the Bioethics Commission is committed to improving bioethics education across disciplines and educational settings. And we have already contributed to that in other realms outside of neuroscience with pedagogical materials. There's a wide range of education that not only we can, but we hope will happen. And we have a great panel today. We actually have 4 people on the panel today, but one of them got stuck in Boston. So Steve Hyman, are you on the phone?
I am, and
Good.
I would just say, for the first time, I understand why some people want to live in the Sun Belt.
Right.
Oh, yeah, it's snowing up there.
Even Washington and Philadelphia are better. But we're sorry you can't be with us, but we'll ask Steve to contribute over remotely. You sound like the voice of God coming out of there, Steve.
Uh-oh.
So you have a very high bar to...
That's a moral hazard for me.
All right.